Hey guys, my name's Kirk Ream from Transformation Training and Fitness, and I want to talk to you today about one of the best exercises that we all should be doing, and that's the push-up. The push-up, as you know, as you've probably heard, is a great body weight exercise. All right, it does a great job working the upper body as far as the chest, the shoulders, the triceps. But another thing that it does is it really works the core well. Okay, if you think about it, when you're in a push-up position, you're really going after, you're in a high plank, essentially. You're in a plank position. So if you concentrate on keeping the abs tight, squeezing your butt, keeping good form, it's a great exercise. The other reason it's really good is you don't need a lot of equipment or any equipment to do it, or a lot of space. You don't have to be at a gym. You don't have to be anywhere. You can do them anywhere, all right? In your bedroom, in the basement, wherever, and you can knock out a good exercise in a very short amount of time. The problem is very few people know properly how to do a push-up, but even more than that, very few people know how to progress through increasing, getting better at push-ups, increasing their reps, and things like that. So I want to take a couple minutes and just show you how to progress to do a push-up well. All right, now, the first thing I want to do is show you incorrectly how people do a push-up, all right? The most problem we see with people doing push-ups is people are weak through their upper back, all right, through what we call scapular retraction, okay? So they're weak through there. That's from us sitting all day. We're very much like this. So instead of this being strong, this is stretched out. All right, the other thing is lower back, which is essentially core. So we get to see push-ups a lot of times like this, where people are really through the upper back, or bent this way, all right? So as they go down, you know, just things like that, which is going to eventually lead to injury. Okay, so we want to make sure that you're progressing through the push-up properly. There's lots of ways to do that. One of them is that you start higher up. You start standing up. So being on the floor, or instead of being on the floor, you would start at something like a bench. So you go, get in proper position, shoulders, hands slightly wider than the shoulders or right underneath, body in a nice straight line, and you go down and come back up. All right, again, my back's not dropping, my shoulder blades aren't getting all weird, my body's tight, stomach is tight, down, come back up. That's one way to do that. If that's too hard, you just pick something a little bit higher, the wall, something like that. All right, as you get better at that, you drop down to the floor. Another way to progress would be on the knees and what we call a knee push-up. Again, the body's in a straight line. I'm on my knees. All the knees do is take off some percentage of body weight that you're doing, okay? So if I'm on my knees, I'm down, come back up. All right, same form in the upper body, it's just I'm not using as much body weight as if I'm on my toes. All right, so on the knees is a good way. All right, another one would be called a halvesy, where you stay on the knees, you come up, go to your toes, again, body in a straight line, then you drop down slowly onto the knees, come back up to the toes, down slow. Okay, that lowering part or that negative part is really going to do a good job teaching you good form through the shoulder blades, through the chest, through the shoulders, and also it does a great job building strength through the movement. Okay? One thing to keep aware of is your elbows. You don't want your elbows way out here by the side. Keep your elbows right in here by your side. Big chest, shoulders back, chest out. After you do the halvesy, then the progression would be just a regular push-up, down, come back up. All right? Once you get that, there's lots of variations, okay? So you can raise your feet. You can go one leg. You can put your feet on a bench. For example, we would go the opposite way now. Instead of your hands being on the bench, your feet would be on doing the same thing. All right? Again, watching that form, stomach tight. Don't let your lower back drop. Another really cool way to progress a push-up, and one that I prefer, is with a band. Okay? Now, depending on how much help you need, you might need a half-inch band, or you might need a full-inch band. But what we're going to do is you're going to put that band up high. Now, if you don't have a pull-up bar at your house or wherever you're doing this at, not a big deal. They sell attachments that you can put this hook to the band and you can put it over your door. Okay? And then what you're going to do is just get in here, put this, get in here, put it on like a shirt, or put it on underneath your chest, go down. It's going to roll a little bit, but it'll stay right underneath your chest or your stomach. And as you go down and come back up, it's assisting pulling you back up. Obviously, the thicker the band, the more help you're going to get. So if you struggle with push-ups, this is a good way to get in good form. Let the band assist you by going up and down, keeping your body in good form. The other thing it'll allow you to do, because you have help, it'll let you get to some plyo push-ups, things like that that you might not be able to do without the band. Okay? That's a great way to assist the push-up in a regular push-up position. You can get assistance by you might be able to do a more difficult version with your feet on the bench, but get in the band, and that'll assist both. If you find that your back is dropping a lot, put that band right around your stomach or right around your waist. Now the band's going to not assist you as much in the pushing, but it is going to assist you in keeping those hips and core in a good position. All right? Now, if I have a heavier band, the more help I'm going to get there. These are great, great tools to have, these bands. They're not expensive, probably anywhere from $10 to $15 for a half-inch band, going into $15 to $20 for an inch band, and the thicker the thicker the band, the more expensive. Now, here's the other cool thing. Once you go from there, then you would get rid of the band and do regular push-ups. But let's say you've progressed to the point now, all right, push-ups are really easy for me. I can put my feet up, I can do different things. If you have one of these bands, it's another great way to add resistance to your push-up. So I tie a little knot in there about halfway, make an L here in your hand, put it underneath your shoulder blades right here. So it's underneath my armpits, right in here. You go down back into that push-up position, hands on the floor. You want to make sure that it's kind of in the palm. You don't want it on the thumb because it's going to pull your thumb up and give you some pain there. In the palm, back in push-up position, down, come back up. Now all of a sudden, that band that was assisting me is now resisting me, all right? So imagine that as I get better at a resisted push-up, all right? As I get better at that, now I take that band away, all of a sudden I'm much better at regular push-ups. So that's a way I've seen people get great results from this. People talk about bench press all the time and things. So you can get amazing chest, upper body strength just by using a band-resisted push-up. All right, you don't need a barbell and all those weights. It's good to do, they're fun to do, but you can get a ton of work done with just a band and resisted push-ups. Here's the other cool thing. If you put that band, instead of it being up here, above on your shoulder blades, if you put it lower, let's say mid to lower back, what you're going to do now is where's the resistance now? Now it's through my core, all right? So just like when we talked about assisting, putting it here to help with the core, now we're adding to the core work. All right, now we're adding to the core work where you're in this position, the stomach tight, the band's pulling this down. So now you got to tighten up those abs, squeeze your butt, really stay in good form. Now as you do those push-ups, it's going to be pulling through the shoulders, but it's also going to be pulling through the core. So you got to really concentrate there, keep things tight so that you don't arch your lower back and so on, okay? All right, so that's just a cool little tool to advance your push-ups. So the key is chest out, shoulder blades back, good scapular retraction, good pushing there. Don't let the lower back drop. Work your way through the progressions, all right? Don't do bad push-ups. Don't sacrifice your form for reps, for speed, all those things. Work through the progressions. Start on a bench, go to the floor, do halvesies, go band assisted, band resisted, whatever you need to do, but focus on the form, and you'll see a huge improvement in overall body strength, posture, and really core strength, which is extremely important as well. All right? If you have any questions, let me know.